Okay. 11:11 on, oops, some others are coming in. 11:11 in the morning, sacred time. We're here for Francine. We're here to begin this prayer circle for Francine, to honor her, to show respect. But knowing Francine as a friend so closely for the last 6 years, I know she would like us to honor everybody who has lost people recently in these difficult times. So if you have lost somebody or know someone who has, feel free to bring them in to this prayer circle as well. We're going to focus on Francine and Dan. Dan is already making his journey up. Some of us have been sending prayers since we heard, and we send prayers here to Francine as she goes through this really difficult time. I found it interesting that as I heard what had happened, and I immediately increased my prayers. I was sending prayers for my mother, who I recently lost, and another person who had connected with me who asked for some assistance in this way. So, this is a time for the circle to come together. I thought the prayer I would open with today is a mixture, I guess, best way to put it, um, of different cultures. I have on my ribbon shirt, which is gifted to me. Actually, Sue had it made by a Lakota grandmother a while back. So it honors my Lakota connection, uh, tribe I was adopted into many years ago by John Two Bears, who is now gone, and also my own tribe, United Western Lenape. But I'm going to bring in my other connections, my birth tribe of the Romani Gypsy, who are the Sinte Romani of northern Italy, also of my adoptive Mayan family, and my relatives down under in the Aboriginal tribes. So I'm going to start out by opening the directions. Most of you probably know what that is. If not, I have my somewhere. I have my colors on today, which has many interpretations, but one is the different stages of life. And so we're honoring Dan, who is heading into the new realm about for new beginnings, and to Francine, who stays here and is doing incredible work with us. I think okay, a couple people are having some problems. There we go. Um, I think I'm going to open all seven directions rather than the normal four that I do before a ceremony or a prayer. So spend a minute, get yourself ready. Everybody into the heart. Everybody feel Francine, if you will. Everybody send love to Francine. I'm lighting some sage. Hopefully not burning my house down. There we go. Sending it to all of us. I send you this sage. Francine, especially you. Let it flow over each of you. Breathe it in however you wish. I have some sweet grass that I will end this with later. Boy. Whew. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I know this was last minute. We are recording for all of those who were unable to be here, but wanted to send their love to Francine and to Dan. So, Wakatanka, God, Creator, Universe, whatever name we use. Thank you. Thank you for allowing the circle to be called today. Thank you for inviting these people here who are creating this circle, who are bringing in the love and the light to our dear sister Francine, a woman who has served all as long as I've known her, without question, whenever asked. So today we come together to try to serve her, to send her love and light and energy, to give her whatever she needs as best we can from this circle. We ask you to bring in these prayers, to hear our prayers for our sister, to give our sister the peace as best she can to get through this next phase, to welcome Dan into the spiritual realm, and to show him the seat around the fire where he's to sit with the rest of the ancestors now. We ask all these things not for ourselves, not for those who are sitting here, but for Francine and for all those who are feeling the loss of people and places and things in these hard times that we all walk. Thank you for hearing us. Mitakuyaske, all my relations. Ancestors of the East, the place of new beginnings, the place that Dan has now entered as he begins anew his work, as he steps into a place where he will support Francine and all the rest of us, any who ask, as do all the ancestors. We thank you, ancestors of the East, for being here. For helping us in this time when new beginnings and new directions are so needed. Sit with us, give us the energy to understand what is happening now is exactly what must happen, and that it all come about in the best possible way. We ask your help, we ask your guidance, we ask you, the spring of the medicine wheel, to guide us into these new beginnings, to allow the young people of the East to stand up and to help to take over what needs to be done. All these things we ask to help to heal the sacred hoop wherever it is broken. Matakuyase. Ancestors of the South, the summertime on the medicine wheel, the time of heat, the time of creation, the time of procreation, we welcome you in today and we thank you for being here. It is a time to create now. Some will need to create in a new way. We'll have to face things with different people and different approaches. It is hard, but it is also necessary. And so we ask for the strength and the energy to be able to do those things. Some have lost a spouse, some a mother, a father, a sibling, some a place, some a special thing. All these things we must allow to take their place now as we take ours. Please give us the peace of heart, the peace of spirit that'll help us move ahead as we still have work to do. All who are still here still have much to do. So allow that heat of the summer to let new energies grow within us, new connections to form. I see there are 8 of us in the circle right now. 8, the number of infinity. And while we are 8 here, we are sending these prayers out to everyone who asked, to everyone within our circles, to everyone around the globe and around the universe, so that all may be welcomed into this prayer circle, to allow Francine to regather her energy, to spend her time grieving and understanding and accepting, and to move ahead in the best way she can. Thank you, relatives of the South. Matakuyase, all my relations. Ancestors of the West, the teachers, the ones who now use their minds more and their bodies less. We welcome you. We need teachers now. We need teachers desperately now. And the young ones behind us need teachers now. And those of us who have suffered losses truly need teachers now. I ask you, teachers, to sit with Francine and share the wisdom you have to help her as she gets through this time, to share your thoughts, to share your understandings, to share the things you've uncovered. Francine is a great teacher, but when we hit these times, we need the help and assistance of those around us and those who love us and those who know us. You of the West, you sit around the fires and you teach. Animals of the West, you guard around the fire and keep us safe. Wolf Nation, my nation, Sagmanatu Tanka, I ask you to be with us today and keep this circle safe as we offer these prayers. Here now, and as we offer them out and give them to others later to share. Thank you. Thank you for hearing us. And thank you for understanding that we ask these things not just for Francine, nor for us, but for the entire group who listens, so we may help to heal the sacred hoop wherever it is broken. Ancestors of the North, the old ones. White Buffalo Calf Woman, the one who brought so many of these ceremonies, first to the Red Nations, but then to all the nations. We thank you for being here. Black Elk, my teacher from that side, we thank you for being here. And all the other ancestors who sit in the North, the very old ones, the ones who understand the fear and understand that crossing over is not dying as it's presented in the Western world. It's a new beginning. And then as people go through the North, they step back into the East, and the circle continues. Because the circle is the one thing that has no beginning and no end. And so Dan has just recently crossed through the North and has stepped back into the East and is beginning to step ahead with his next work. Ancestors of the North, you old ones, please hold Francine closely now and let her feel. Let her feel that special love and energy that's there. Sacred animals of the North, the white buffalo. Thank you for imparting the peace and the calm that you always give, the wisdom that you always give. Thank you for being here today so that we may share our love, our energy, our spirits with Francine to help her find some peace in this very difficult time, so that we may help her move ahead to the next phase. Oh, Mitakuya-se, all my relations. Father Sky and Mother Earth, I call upon you together here today as one, as that sacred unity of feminine and masculine that we must have now, that it is critical we have in this time, that we work together in harmony. That is something that Francine knows well. I've seen her work in that way. And many know well, especially those of us who have heard from the elders. And so, Father Sky and Mother Earth, I ask you both to be here today with Francine and with Dan, a sacred couple, a couple who were gifted a long time here together in the physical realm, and still both walk the same circle together, just at different points on the circle now, as it happens, and as it will always happen. We thank you as human beings for giving us more time to understand these things. We thank you for the wonderful people like Francine who I've known and respect and love. It's these people who help us now, even as they're going through their own time of needs. Pardon me. And so we stand up behind them, beside them, with them, whatever's needed in this time. We offer our prayers, we offer our love, we offer our energy, we offer whatever is needed so that Francine can walk through this and others who are in similar place, all who are in this circle today. I again thank you, and I ask you to continue sending that love as we carry through in this circle. That opens the seven circles in the one tradition. I want to open it in with a few words from the Mayan tradition. I am you, and you are me. Something my Mayan elders pounded into me for a long, long time. It's very similar to all my relations. We walk in each other's shoes at times. We don't know it. But today, Francine is us, and we are Francine, because we all need to walk through these things. And so let's share that thought with her. Let's share our energy with her, not as another being, but as a part of ourselves. Since we are her and she is us. We are the Earth Mother and she is us. And so we can help Francine by carrying just a tiny, tiny, infinitesimal part of the load she has today. But it will help. I am you, and you are me. In the words of my Aboriginal friends, I will see you in dream time. Their way of saying when someone passes over, they will still connect in the dream time. A lot of my Aboriginal friends have passed over, and I see them in dream time. And I offer to Francine and to anyone else who wants to listen, look for those people in dream time. That's where we can connect most closely right now. And never has dream time and physical time been so close as it is now in this time of change that we've heard about for so many generations. So look for Dan in dream time. He'll be there. Even now, as I look for my mother in dream time, who passed over a couple months ago. And many of you are looking for others, I'm sure, in dream time who have recently passed over. Use that teaching of the Aborigine and understand in their way, dream time is the real time. It's where we create. Create with your loved ones in dream time. We don't have to do it all here in the physical. This is heart. We're doing everything from the heart today, not the head. Don't listen to the head. Some things the head is great at, but understanding how spirit works, we need the heart. So look for them in dream time. The other, I mean, we could go on with this forever, but the other culture I'll bring in is my Romani Gypsy culture. Culture my grandmother passed over to me. My people were Sinte Romani, northern Italy, southern Switzerland. In their way, when someone passed on, love and light was the way you had to send love from the heart. If I can remember the words, Cam or Kamai Z, love from the heart, Kamai Z. You had to send even more after someone passed on so you could stay connected. Prayers were sent in many different ways because the Romani Gypsy are made up of many, many different religions, cultures. Mine was primarily Italian, but with a Romani element that was part of my belief system as well. Some of you here may have other cultures. If you wish, open the chat box and share what they are, and we'll honor them with a word or two as well. Because I think it's important in times like this we understand that we are really all the same. We're not different. Sometimes the way we do things may be a little different, but it's the same basic thing. And we want to offer that to Francine. Whatever culture she walks, whatever way she walks, we're with her completely. And we're here to support her. We're going to keep this prayer circle going for as long as needed. We're not closing it today. We may do another Zoom if Francine wishes it, if others wish it, so they can join. I'm certainly more than willing to do that at any time. I'm feeling some energy and I'm not sure what it is. I would ask Francine if she wants to speak, but I doubt she does. If she wants to, she will appear. Does anyone who's within the circle here wish to say a few words? Certainly welcome to do so. Put your hand up, I'll recognize you and open your mic, or you can open your mic. Okay, I always offer that in case anyone wants to put their words in. We do have several of my friends from Pine Ridge listening in. They're listening through my cell phone today. And I see my chief, Two Dog, is trying to come in. For some reason, he's not able to. I know he's been sending his prayers as well. Francine, not quite sure. I was hoping my wife could be here and offer up a song. That's one thing I don't do. But I suppose she's still sitting in the eye doctor's chair. She's having her own issues. I think the best thing to do going forth with this, I will put this up in a couple of places. One place that we did this prayer circle out of is Standing Rock Protectors, the group where Francine and I came together. That's been up now since the beginning of that and still is very productive. And so it'll certainly go up there because we had a lot of people there who wanted to be part of this today. Put your prayers in with it. Put your thoughts in with it. Share the way this went this morning. And we'll see what comes next. We can close this at any time. If Francine wants this circle closed at any time, today, tomorrow, a week from now, we will certainly honor whenever you say, Francine. It just feels to me we need to leave it open, share the love, give you all we can, continue to give you all we can for as long as you feel you need it. You can request things in writing on when we put it up, if you wish. And that's the way I am used to doing this. It's the way I was taught to do it, actually. Ooh. Boy, I can feel a lot of ancestors. I do want to thank all the ancestors who are here today. There are a lot of them. I felt it when I started opening the directions. I feel it now. Actually, I felt it all night. I was up, as I said, working on my own things the night that this came about. And so I saw when Francine posted pretty quickly. And I immediately started feeling the ancestors. So again, I will put another piece of prayer in. Ancestors, ancestors of all the directions, animal guides of all the directions, spirits of all the directions, angels, again, whatever words you use. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for circling around Francine. She is a woman who deserves all of this and more. She is the woman who has worked for the good of all for a long time. And now, during life, we put what we can into the pot. It's how we're trained. Whatever we can put in, love, light, energy, understanding. And when the times come, we take out of the pot. So I thank you for putting everything you have, ancestors, into that pot and welcoming Francine to pull out what she needs now to help her in this time of need. And those of us here in the circle today, thank you for putting your love and energy into that pot. This is a pot that we give Francine. It'll sit in front of her lodge to take what she needs out of it. and to share some with others if she so decides. It's a pot of gratitude. It's gratitude for all she is and all she's been and all she will be, since her work still has a long way to go. I saw that clearly last night. I've been honored to be working with her now for about 6 years, and it's been an incredible journey, along with some others who have joined us, some at the beginning, some along the way. And so, as we have people leave, other people show up. It just takes time and healing, patience, belief. Mostly, as I understand for myself, belief in ourselves first, and then a little bit of understanding comes. And so I hope Francine, and I know she will, get some relief by what we do here today, by what we leave in that sacred pot. Hmm. Okay, let's sit quietly a couple minutes now and just connect with Francine, with each other, with our circles, and share some silent prayers. Or share a prayer aloud if you wish. But I think silent is probably the way.
Hey, hey. Woo.
Ah, good. Thank you all. I see my chief, Charles Two Dog, managed to come in. Charles often gives some healing words when a member of the tribe crosses over. And so, if he's willing, I'm going to open his mic. And so he did not know Francine, except he knew of her work in our group. But see if he would offer a few words for Dan, her husband, who is no longer with us. Charles, you should be able to unmute.
Oh, I'm going to be honored to be here today and give a voice of caring to others and give a voice of love, honor, and respect to my relation. And this holds close to me because of my daughter who has this also. So here's a prayer of thanks to Grandfather Creator for this moment to be together to do so. So I want to thank everyone for being here and give a voice of brotherhood and sisterhood to our relations all over that are with us today. And may we be together for support as one mind, one heart, one spirit, brother. So I give this back to you for now.
Thank you, Charles. And we're a small tribe, but Charles brings the love and light and healing energy of our whole tribe, I'm sure, as small as it is. Does anyone else wish to add in, or Francine, is there anything else you would like to see in the circle this morning? You don't have to speak, you can type in the chat box or sit silently, and I'll know that we've covered things as we were meant to. Okay, I don't see any hands up. So, again, I want to thank each of you who was here today, this morning. This was last minute. But again, it felt like this is when it needed to be. This is when Francine needed it to start. And so we will share this in a few places. Please continue to send your love, your light. I know all those others who were at other things or working and couldn't today will be adding to that energy. They'll be adding to that pot, Francine. So take all you need out of that pot. We're all putting our love, our energy into it. And so each time you take it out, more and more people will be putting more in. You may need a larger pot, and that's good. Just pull what you need to get through this time. Know that we are with you. Know that those of us who have watched you serve tirelessly and unselfishly for so many others, especially those at Standing Rock, but so many other groups that most don't even know about, honor you and respect you and are here for you. And we'll be happy to do whatever we can in this time of need. With that, I believe I will close us out with a final thank you to Creator. I thank Charles for um, coming here last minute as well. I know he's got many things going on with the tribe now, and each one of you came here. Margaret says to thank, much love from Seattle and from the Jerebecs. I think I said that right. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for this time together. Thank you for allowing us to open the directions. At some point, when the time is right, we will do something to close the directions so the circle is complete. But for now, it stays open with love and light and healing energy. Aho.